Hi and welcome to cheekyricho's Hot Cross Muffins, just in time for Easter. If you don't have time to make Hot Cross Buns, or perhaps you don't like them, as you're a bit of a muffin fan, you are going to be delighted with this recipe. The ingredients are in the recipe box below, so let's get started. I've just melted our homemade butter there, and I've showed you how to make that in a different video. To our self-raising flour, we're going to add our nutmeg, our bicarb soda, cinnamon, and most of our brown sugar, retaining some for our glaze. So just hold some back, about that much, 40 grams or so. Give this a good whisk around until it's well combined and there are no lumps present. Make a well in the center and we're going to add our fruit. Now we're using craisins or dried cranberries here, and just some mixed fruit, which has got a mixture of raisins, sultanas, cherries and mixed peel in the spirit of Easter. In with our craisins now, our chocolate chips, and our mixed fruit, but I'm just going to break those up because they're sort of a little bit clumpy and we want them all separated, including the one that just jumped ship. Now we just mix this all around until it's well combined. The flour sticking to the outside of the fruit will actually stop it from sinking in this recipe, so that's why we add it at this point in time. Now to our melted butter, we just add our 2 fresh eggs, give it a light whisk there, nothing too serious. So into the center that goes with our buttermilk. Now if you don't have any buttermilk, you can actually make buttermilk with normal milk soured with a couple of teaspoons of vinegar. So we just mix this all around now till it's well combined. We've got our oven preheated to 200 degrees Celsius and we've already prepared our little muffin papers. Now I've showed you that in a different video. Don't overmix this because you will toughen your muffin. Okay, now we are just going to use an ice cream scoop to load our little muffin pans. Being very careful not to get batter all over our papers because that will burn and it'll look really cruddy when you go to cook it. So just open it out and drop it in and continue with the rest. Okay, just tidy up any splashed bits because they will burn and they will look pretty ordinary. Okay, into the oven we go for about 20 to 22 minutes until they're nice and brown and the skewer inserted in the center comes out clean. Okay, just while our muffins are cooking, we're going to add our reserved brown sugar to a pan with a little bit of water and we're going to make a glaze. When these muffins come out of the pan, they're actually going to be glazed while they're nice and hot. So just dissolve this sugar and it'll have a nice caramelly sort of flavour as well, which is going to go perfectly with our little pipe lemon icing crosses. Now you could use maple syrup to flavour your icing crosses if you like, or a little water, or perhaps just some cream, but we're going to use lemon because that nice tartness against this caramelly sort of glaze is going to be absolutely delicious. So just cook that until it actually dissolves and put it to one side. We don't actually want it hot when we brush it on. Okay, that's nice and syrupy now. You can see that it's just gently dribbling off that basting brush and we just put that to one side. Okay, with just a few short minutes to go, we're going to make our icing, which will be what we're using to pipe our crosses. Got some icing sugar here and I've got a lime. I would prefer a lemon, but it's dark and I'm not going outside to go and get a lemon off the tree, so lime it is. We just want to mix this so it's a really stiff mix so that we can actually pipe it. You really only need about 5 or 10 mils of this. Okay, this is really quite a stiff mix. We're just going to put that to one side and adjust it when we're ready to use it, because we have to have the muffins completely cold before we ice them, otherwise the icing is just going to slide straight off. After 22 minutes, our hot cross muffins are hot from the oven. We're just going to insert a skewer into the thickest part, and if it comes out clean, they are done. Now before they cool, we're just going to get some of our glaze that we made earlier and just brush it over the top of them and give them a nice shiny gloss. Now you can eat these hot from the oven if you like. I've just put a little bit of glaze on the spare ones, nice and brown on the bottom. Just break that open, it's like piping hot. See all the fruit, the chocolate chips, yum, yum, yum. We've got a whole Easter playlist and this is our latest edition. Why don't you check out what else we have to show you. Thanks for watching. Okay, our little glossy hot cross muffins are nice and cool now. We just warmed that up in the nuclear microwave for about 10 seconds to make it nice and soft, and we're just going to pour it straight into our little Liku piping arrangement. Pour that in there and we can just pipe crosses on top of it. It will set really quite firm and it'll have a really nice tart flavour to it. They'll look really quite authentic. Okay, once the icing is nice and warm, we just pipe our little crosses along the top of it. Only takes a couple of seconds, doesn't use very much icing. And there you have it, Cheeky Richo's Hot Cross Muffins. These tradies have never had it so good.